Good afternoon. Here we are for one more meeting in English this time about activated food. And we are just back from a 6-day intense training in activated food. And yes, and we did very well. And what I'm planning to do today is to just analyze and read the questions that they have during the practice of cooking and eating activated food. And maybe these questions they had in the 6-day training will help you as well. The other thing I want to say, although I know all of you have the seminar here, but just because this meeting is recorded, that for July, the online activated seminar is it's only 50 euro instead of 190 euro. So if you have friends who are interested, or if you are interested and you don't have the seminar yet, now is your chance to join our online training. Join our online training with 50 euro registration. Okay, I remind you that the training is online, is pre-recorded, so you can follow it on your own time. All right. Anyone, before I start, anyone has questions? Some questions might came up during this month. So if someone has a question, I'm here to answer. Otherwise, I will move on to my notes. No? Ellen, yes.
I was wondering, because I'm eating only fruits at night. You said it's not good to mix sweet and sour fruits, just only to eat sweet fruits. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm getting it right. I have bananas. I have
sweet fruit.
Cherries.
Cherries, sweet, or maybe semi-sweet, which is okay. Yes.
Nectarina.
Semi-sweet. They are not sour.
Apricot.
Yes, sweet.
Apricot and grapes. And melon.
Sweet.
And melon.
Melon is the only problem. You cannot have melon with any fruit. Melon or watermelon, you have it on its own.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
so
but the rest are fine together.
Okay, with some nuts also. Some
nuts. Yes, it's fine. So sweet or semi-sweet fruit with nuts. Yeah, it's fine. Are you okay with the fruit at night? You don't. Yeah. It doesn't make you hyperactive or go to the toilet often during the night?
No, I don't think so. Well, I haven't been doing much. I mean, from last week, I started. Yeah, so
it's enough to know. Yeah,
I prefer to eat. I eat lunch at 1, and I eat this.
Yes,
that's all. I mean, so I'm keeping 18 hours fast. Perfect.
Yes. Yes, Dora is doing this for therapy. It's not recommended to have 2 meals and 1 fruit and 1 main meal. It's not recommended for everyone, but Dora is doing this for a specific therapy. So yes, it's excellent to do this. Dora is coming with us to India to practice activated food in India. Aizada is here. Hello, my dear. Aizada just went back today or yesterday from the 6-day training for second time. Second time she did the training. Yeah. So how are you, Adam? You want to say something about the training, about the food, about something that you realized and maybe will help others?
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, yesterday night I returned to Netherlands from the training, and yeah, I should say this time it was even more clear to me. Of course, the many things they were like repeated, but any knowledge is best when you hear it repeated, especially for something new. And what I noticed this time, I felt so much difference in my body, how I feel, and even on my skin, and my digestion routine, toilet also has changed. So I really appreciate it. And I already from today started applying new knowledges. No, not new, okay. New, I can say, new routine to my daily routine. And I hope I will be able to keep it at least 2-3 times per week to eat activated vegan food. But many things became even more clear. So I think it's never too much. And these seminars, for me personally, is not only about nutrition, but it's more holistic experience, also for spiritual development and all those practices. And I was amazed that even though I was not sleeping enough, as I usually need 8-9 hours to sleep, but even with less hours of sleep, I was not feeling tired at all. That I felt, and it was great.
Lovely.
Thank you, Corina.
Yes, my dear, lovely to have you there. It was lovely. So Izada said 2 things that I want to underline. The first thing is that she said, oh no, one she said, the other one I know, and I will just say now. So you said, I want to try activated food 3 times, at least 3 times per week. And that is great example. And I want to underline this example. So you will not think that, oh, I must only do activated food. Otherwise, I shouldn't attend the seminars. I shouldn't just, I should forget this training for me. This training is for us to train ourselves to do it. And then we do it. We eat activated meals whenever it's possible. Whenever it's possible, we eat activated meal. And whenever it's not possible, for many reasons, then we change it, and then we come back, and it's fine. If you have activated food 3 times per week, it means that 3 times per week, you will feel your vitality higher immediately. So why not? Why not? And I've realized that when I do not have activated food, which is more, even every year is more rare than before, if I don't have activated food, I don't have the result, my energy doesn't drop. I must have non-activated food for days now, for 2-3 days. At the 3rd day, my energy starts dropping. But if one day I say, okay, I will go out to a taverna and eat, fried potatoes mixed with salad, for example, then my energy doesn't fall. I have to do this 2 or 3 days in a row, and then I feel the difference. So don't worry, 3 times per day, 3 times per week is great. Great, lovely. The other thing that Izada says, and it's nice, is that she sends in our group, in our private group on Messenger that we send our food, she sends some stuff, and then she says, okay, this is not activated, or okay, this is not local, but yeah, I liked it and I wanted to add it. And that's so nice. So sometimes we know, we know that we break a rule, okay? But it's okay. It's okay. And then we watch ourselves and we see the difference when we don't break a rule and when we break a rule, and it's fine. Yes, lovely. Any questions? Other questions? Okay. Remember that these meetings are for inspiration. And if you have a question or a realization that might inspire the others, this is what we do here. Huh? We inspire each other. So in the seminar, in the 6-day training that we did, we collected 4 things, 4 ingredients we should have in any every day in our fridge. And I will say them now because it might make it more practical for you to work like that. And maybe Aizada can help me, or Emma and Aizada, you can help me because you are from another country. How can we replace these ingredients with local ingredients? So one, it is the first thing you should have, because it's practically easy, is to take one local nut and soak it in water for 6 days, for 6 hours, and then remove the water and put it in the fridge without a cover. Just leave it in the fridge and mix it every day. So the water that might be underneath, not to keep water under at the base. So we have almonds. We have almonds, and we soaked almonds. Every time the last bowl of almonds is finishing, we soak almonds again and we put them in the fridge. Remove the water after 6 hours and put them in the fridge. In this way, you can make almond milk or nut milk, any milk. You can make cheese, cream cheese. You can just eat it with fruit. You can, what else do we do? Aizada, help me if you know, otherwise I'll check the notes. Almonds, cheese, milk, yogurt, energy balls, and put it in smoothies. So you can have your breakfast or your lunch using the almonds or any nuts. Any nut is local. For example, when we go to India in August, we will use cashew nuts. When we were in Wales with Emma, who's here, hi Emma, we used hazelnuts. This is what we found, that is local. In any country, what nut can you use, Aizada? What did we say about?
There are seeds, pumpkin seeds from
Pumpkin
nuts.
seeds, yeah.
I'm still discovering which nuts grow in Netherlands.
Yes, but in Austria, which is very close, there are pumpkin seeds, so you can use pumpkin seeds instead of nuts, and you can make amazing yogurt with pumpkin seeds and amazing milk, amazing.
And
Emma,
I think
you want to talk?
walnuts, but I'm
sorry.
not sure.
Walnuts, yeah. Let us know. Yes.
Yeah, but
In
I will
Netherlands.
check. And definitely linseeds, but I don't know if I can. I cannot
They don't
soak
have enough
linseeds.
fat.
Mm.
Πώς το λένε, λιναρόσπορο. No, they don't have enough fat. These are great for to keep stuff together, keep ingredients together, and they are great, amazing food, but not as a nut or seed, or as an oily nut and seed. Yes. Emma, you want to talk?
Hi everyone. Yeah, so nuts for the UK, yeah, hazelnuts and walnuts is all I've found so far.
Perfect. Very
And then
good.
yeah, they're very good. But they're very seasonal as well. Like here, if you go to buy hazelnuts or walnuts, they're most likely from China or, you know, at least Europe. It's difficult to source products, you know, nuts that are local when they're not in season. So it's buying them when they're in season in sort of November, run up to Christmas time. Does that make sense?
The nuts, you can dry them. They dry them. They sell them dry, so you can have you can find for sure enough to buy. And if not, then you can buy for the whole year. Because the nuts from China are not recommended.
Exactly.
You don't know what they do there. You don't know what they do.
No, so I think that I'd rather not eat nuts than eat nuts that I can only get that are from China. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. The only yes.
Just
what
that.
Can you do?
So it's really when they're in season, buying a lot when they're in season.
Okay, great. And then stop eating nuts when they're not in season, you mean?
Or buy enough to last. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Or buy enough to last. Because they don't get, you can reactivate them by soaking them in water. So you can reactivate them. So it doesn't matter if they are in season or not. They are dry, they are sleeping, you put water and you reactivate them. I think this is the best because it's a good, I know you are vegan, aren't you? Oh, you are vegan.
No,
you're not.
Yeah, I've said quite a lot. Yeah.
Okay, because if someone is only vegan, then nuts are necessary. Soaked nuts are necessary. But if you are not, yes, you can eat them in season and not eat when they are not in season, when you cannot find local ones. Yes. So nice to see you, Emma. Emma was with us in Wales. Yes.
2 years ago now, I think.
2 years ago, yeah. Lovely.
So we can buy like stock of nuts for the period when they are not available, right? They don't.
Yes, of course. Yes. This is what we used to do when we were when we had the restaurant, Solar Kitchen Bar. We were buying almonds for the whole year because half the season the Cyprus almonds were finished, so we didn't want to risk it. We were buying for the whole season. Yeah, and they are sleeping. You add water, they wake up. So that's a good thing about nuts and pulses. You can just add water, wait, and they wake up. Okay, good. New people came. Do you? Anyone has a question? Before I move on, Alex? No. Anyone? Γεια σου Άννα μου, γεια σου Άννα μου. Two Annas came. Yes, και οι δύο Άννες. So I will say the 4 things you should have in your fridge, and then maybe we can, if we have time, we can say how can we use them, although it is at our seminar, you can see how to use them. So a nut or a seed like pumpkin seed or sunflower seed is a great thing to have soaked and then keep it open in the fridge without the cover. So then you can use them anytime for milk, cheese, yogurt, energy balls, and smoothies. and also just eat them with fruit. Then the other thing you can have is to take a grain like rice, if it's local, or wheat, if you don't have allergies in gluten, and soak it and then sprout it. This is an amazing ingredient to use. And the good news is that when you soak it, then sprout it, and you don't use it, you can dry it just by leaving it on a table, open on a table. It dries after a few days, and then you can make flour from it. And it's the best flour you can have. And then you can make flatbread with these. You can make pizza like we made at the 6th day. You can make energy balls. You can make pasta. You can make couscous. You can make many things. It can be the base of your diet. Sprouted wheat or sprouted rice. But start by soaking it, especially the rice. It's good to soak it. And then leave it soaked in the fridge. Or remove the water, add a wet cloth on top, and let it sprout in the fridge if it's too hot, or outside if it's not too hot. If you eat it after, if you can boil it and eat it, or you can just dry it and make flour by it. Again, these things, we have them in the seminar. So soaked nut, soaked and sprouted grain, local grain. Emma, we have oat in UK. Izada, what do we have in Holland?
Also oats.
Oats, okay.
Yeah. And how
Good.
about corn? Is corn considered?
I don't know. We have to find out. I don't know if you can sprout it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't sprout it, that means they do something and kill it, so you cannot activate it. But if corn, let's see if we can sprout
But
it.
I found oats.
Oat, yes. Okay.
And could you please
Let me-
remind me how to sprout oats? I kept them overnight in water. Now I
Yes, and
removed water, put wet cloth, and for how long should I keep it?
they need 2 days, I think, and they sprout. And I would say the oat, because it has this ability to get very slimy. You put a cloth underneath and on top, wet cloth, down and up. You don't do it in a jar like we do with lentils or wheat. You just spread it on a wet cloth and cover it with a wet cloth. It's, I think, safer. Let me ask artificial intelligence if we can sprout. Just a minute. What is this, Pusine? Kalaboki? Corn.
Corn, yeah.
Can I sprout corn?
Yes, you can sprout corn. It's similar to sprouting other grains and legumes. You need to soak the corn kernels in water for about 12 hours, then drain and rinse them. Keep them in a sprouting jar or tray and rinse them a couple of times a day until you see sprouts, which usually takes a few days.
Okay,
Would you?
a few days and you sprout them. Thank you. All right. So you see, you can replace me with artificial intelligence. So
Artificial intelligence and Google, they don't know about activated vegan nutrition.
actually, they do. I
They
asked.
do?
They do.
When I make
They
searches, I don't find much. much information.
Can you tell me about activated vegan food?
Activated vegan food usually refers to nuts, seeds, and grains that have been soaked and sprouted. The process of soaking and sprouting is believed to reduce anti-nutrients like phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors, making the food easier to digest and increasing the availability of nutrients.
Okay, you can read about it, but it says a lot. Actually, okay, no, if you ask more specific questions, they say more. They find it on our website. Yeah. So, okay. And then another thing that we can do, that we must always have in our fridge, is to a local pulse, like lentils or chickpeas, green peas, a local dry pulse that you sprout it and you keep it in the fridge. Again, we have lentils. Izada and Emma, you might have, Izada, you might have green peas. Emma, definitely you have green peas. And it's great, it's amazing food, the green peas. Dry, if you buy them dry, you can sprout them. Or if you buy them fresh, again, you can sprout them. You can remove them from the cover, and they are soaked. You just put a wet cloth on top. You don't soak them when they are fresh, and they sprout. And they are amazing food. Amazing, amazing food as a main protein for our meal. So if you have these three things, one grain sprouted, one pulse sprouted, and one nut soaked and for 6 hours and in the fridge without a lid, without a cover, then you can make anything you need. So always wake up and say, for tomorrow, do I have sprouted all these sprouts and soaked nuts? If you have, then you can make anything you like. You can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, and how we keep that, the nuts or the seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, without a cover in the fridge, and stir them every now and then. And then the pulse and the grain, you sprout them. Then you make sure they have no water. You put in a tupper. You add a dry cloth or a dry, πώς είναι το χαρτομάντιλο? Napkin?
Kitchen towel, kitchen paper towel.
Kitchen paper or a dry cloth, and you close it. And you can have it there for 5 days or even more, 5-7 days. So why not to have these sprouts? And then you can make very easy, extremely easy food. Yes, Emma.
When you have them in the Tupperware with the kitchen paper on top in the fridge, do you then have to take them out and wash them, or just they're done?
No, because what you do, you don't wash them. You are done with that. You just use them immediately.
Right.
Why? Because you soak them. So you soak them. So they are, you wash them. Then you soak them. You remove the water. You don't need to wash them again. The only reason to wash the grains or the pulses is when they get very dry. But this doesn't happen in your country, Emma. It doesn't happen in UK. But in our country, now it's so hot that sometimes the sprouting process is blocked because the cloth is dried and the seeds or pulses, whatever, are dry. So then we have to wash them a little bit, so then they can get some water again and make the cloth wet again. But no, you don't need to wash them again. And I remind you what we did in the 6th day, the last day of the 6th day training. We had sprouted mug beans, sprouted mug beans. We have also mug beans in our country. So we had them sprouted and we cooked food for 10 people in how long? Like very quickly. Huh? Aizada. Very quickly. I mean, I think in 20 minutes we had food for 10 people by stir fry without oil, stir fry, but with very little oil. The mung beans with the classic formula, classic digestive formula. Then, and tomatoes, we had tomatoes. You can use any other vegetable. So classic formula. If you want some onion, if you want some ginger as well, and then add tomatoes or your vegetable, and then the sprouted, whatever you have sprouted. We had mung beans. We stir it a little bit, closed it for 3 minutes, open it, add some fresh whole wheat bread cut in pieces, stir it again, and we had an amazing meal. I'll show you in 20 minutes for 10 people. If it was only for 4 people, we will have it in 10 minutes, but it was big quantity. So do you have it somewhere? And then we added, I'll show you. Yeah, I found the photo. Aizada was responsible for the photos. So we had these amazing photos. I don't know if you can see it. You see, Winnie Rovitzer. I said mung beans and I show, here it is. Here. This is it. Mung beans, tomato, parsley, and bread. It was amazing. And then what we had almond milk in the morning for breakfast with energy balls, and we had the almond milk remainings. So with the remainings, we made Parmesan cheese. This is it. We took the remainings, we put them in the fridge, in the pan, without oil, and remove the water in the pan in the heat, and then added nutritional yeast, oregano, and then when we close the heat, we added olive oil. You can use local of these ingredients, and we added like a Parmesan on top. It was amazing. So this, Matteo, I told you again that this is excellent meal for you if you, when you decide to have activated food, to just stir fry some sprouted lentils in formula and 1 vegetable and have food for you, and eat it with bread or add the bread in the mixture as well. The bread, the bread absorbed the tomato and the olive oil and was great. So this is, and what else? The other thing we did at the 6-day training, and it was very successful, it was we took sesame seeds and we mixed it with dates in the blender, and we had an amazing milk. You don't need to drain it, you just drink it immediately. And it was quick and amazing. The seeds, the sesame seeds were whole, like brown, not the white ones. So you take a lot of vitamins, good quality fat with this. Sesame, hurmades, and just mix them and drink it. Amazing. I know, Aizada, that we had the rice inside, but it was the second time. The first time we did it with, I liked it better without the rice. So, and I think the rice make it very sensitive to heat. So, yes. The other thing, what else I want to say? The other thing we experienced in the 6-day training is that when you soak something in, πώς το λένε το πυλό, ο πυλός, earth
In a
container.
clay dish.
Clay. Yeah, clay container. It gets, or if you sprout in a clay container, the success is more. You have the activation of the food, and the risk to get spoiled, to get the seeds spoiled, is less. So I highly recommend clay pots for sprouting and soaking. It's amazing. Clay pots. Let me show you. Here it is. Look at this clay pot. This is not, it doesn't have any chemicals. This is also the shining is also clay in a different form. It's amazing. And Elena Rubina, that was with us, made it for us because she makes clay pots and things from clay. So those who are in Cyprus, you can think about it. It's amazing. It activated food using clay. It's great. I want to continue with some rules that we repeated in the 6-day training. But before that, I will again ask if you have any questions. Yes, Alex.
Corina, what was the last thing? You said 4 things to have in our fridge. We told it's the vegetables.
Vegetables, definitely, yes. Vegetables, yes, of course you can have it. It goes without saying. I said 4, but I said 3 because I said 4 because in Greece we had rice and wheat. But now I said 3 because it's all over the world and some people do not have rice as a local grain. So for us, Alex Mu is rice, soaked rice, sprouted wheat, nut, and sprouted lentils or whatever. Yes, thank you, Alex. My quality control, as always. Anyone else have a question or shall I move on? I can see Andoni is there, who lives in a boat and practices 100% activated food, 100% living in a boat. And he gave an interview before, a few days ago, and talked about activated food in the interview. And he shows, let me spotlight you very wait. Sprouted wheat. What do you eat, Andoni? Just let us know. Talk about it.
Sprouted brown rice.
Oh, sprouted brown rice.
Yes, that's the second day. And if we wait for 2 days, we leave it in the water. As Valia, I heard Valia saying that for brown rice, she could leave it in for 2 days. It just pops up, and so we have a activated brown rice.
Very nice. Did you see the rice, how well it sprouted? Did you sprout it outside of the fridge?
Yes, yes.
Amazing.
We leave it 2 days in the water. Then the normal procedure. And then it's third day because of the heat. Actually, I took some 2 photographs yesterday. This is today's, and much longer rains. So
And
it's
how do you eat it?
up with dal and parsley.
You cook it, you boil it.
Yeah, fried first with the formula and the proceeding, the normal one,
such a
with the green pepper, slices of green pepper, and that's all. It's really tasty.
Okay, show us your kitchen.
Huh?
He lives in a
How long does it take to cook this sprouted brown rice?
Not more than a quarter of an hour, but 20 minutes.
I think less, Andoni. 20 minutes is too much.
But I think so, but I left it just in case.
Just okay.
No.
Don't kill it.
It will die then.
How long?
Yeah,
Actually, how long it should stay? How long it should stay there? How long should I leave it boiling water?
I think 10 minutes is enough.
Okay, I didn't try it because
The sprouted one, 10 minutes must be enough. But you try it. And when it's soft, you eat it. You don't need to leave it 20 minutes. 20 minutes is too much for sprouted rice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it will be soft earlier.
Okay, I tried. Maybe it was good.
But I just want to underline how inspiring is that. Andonis really, he lives in this boat and he eats 100% activated food, nothing else. Nothing else.
Actually,
so show us your kitchen.
Actually, my daughter too. Actually,
What?
my daughter too is.
Your daughter.
Yeah,
is-
yeah, we are both.
Yes, definitely. Okay, show us your kitchen.
Oh no, it's a mess. I didn't clean up yet.
Okay, next time. When you tidy up, just take photos and show us later.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's fun because I can cook it even under sail. It's so easy, and people started enjoying it.
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely. Good. Okay, Emma, did you have a question?
Yeah, just a quick question. When we soak vegetables, how long do we soak them for?
The vegetables, we soak them so we can activate it and remove the chemicals. Because when you have a vegetable or a fruit in the fridge, the fruit also slips. The cold makes it slipping. So we wake up the fruit or the vegetable, soaking it in good quality water, filter water, because it absorbs. How long? Remember, first of all, I just say all this, Emma, I know that you know, but I say all this for people who might not know that we soak the vegetables, but not cut, whole. So they are all whole, not cut, because then they lose the vitamins. So we soak them whole from half an hour. If the best for me, from my experience, is half an hour or 1 hour. The best. But sometimes if you don't have time, even 10 minutes is enough. Don't soak them more than 3 hours because some vegetables might get very soft after, might absorb water. So it depends if they absorb water. For example, carrots can be for 6 hours in the water. Nothing will happen. And apples. carrots, apples, you can keep them in water for more longer. But generally speaking, half an hour, 1 hour, they wake up. Very good question and very good reminder. Thank you. Very good reminder for us to soak our vegetables. As I said in the 6-day training, you wake up in the morning and you are thinking, what am I going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? And you soak everything, all the vegetables that you will eat, all the nuts or fruit that you will eat, soak them, and then remove the water, leave them outside of the fridge in the bucket, and eat them during the day. Cook them, eat them during the day. Because the food that is in the fridge, again, is sleeping. And we need to wake it up, wake its vitality. Very good. So one girl from the 6-day training wrote some of the general rules, the general practical rules that we have in activated food. And I will now just read them to you, just as an inspiration and reminder. So first, we do not mix cooked and raw food together. We do not mix it. If you really want to have a salad, no, if you have to have a salad every day, especially if you are vegan, but you don't mix it with cooked food. You eat it either as a meal in the morning or as a raw meal, complete meal, or you eat it half an hour before your main meal without oil, so it can pass through your system quicker. Yes, Emma.
Sorry, so you eat the salad first and then the cooked food half an hour later?
Yes. And what I do is I soak the salad, the salad that I will eat in the morning. And then while I cook in the middle of the day, when I cook my main meal, while I cook it, I eat my salad while I cook. And then I wait, because I cook very quickly. I cook in 15 minutes, I have my food. Then I wait a little bit and I eat my food half an hour after. And we did it in the 6-day training. We were eating cabbage and cucumber or roca and many things. We were eating them while we were talking about the theory of what we will cook. We were eating, and then we were doing the cooking.
It was lettuce, because cabbage better not to eat raw, right?
Cabbage, we ate it raw when we massage it and let it in the salt. Cabbage, yes. Cabbage
but
was,
as it's fresh, it was lettuce.
Lettuce, yes. Fresh was lettuce. No, we had once though, cabbage, but we massage it with salt once. Remember, twice, 2 days we have massaged.
I forgot that,
But a good reminder, thank you, Izada, because the cabbage is tricky. It's better cooked, not raw. It's better cooked. It's better for the body when it's cooked. But if we eat it raw, we massage it, and you can smell, a smell comes, like the cabbage smell. If you remove this smell, then you can eat it and you will not have gas or any upset stomach and intestines.
Corina, did you see the salad without oil?
Yes, because if you have it with oil, then it will stay in your stomach longer, and then you will not be able to eat your main meal. But if you eat the salad as a meal, like you do, Doramu, I know you take the salad as a main meal sometimes, then you add some oil or something oily, a nut or avocado or anything oily. You do not have it without oil if you are going to eat it as a meal. Never. You have oil, but if you eat it as a pre-meal, before the meal, then you do not add oil. Otherwise, it will stay in the stomach longer and you will mix it again with cooked food. You understand the philosophy on that? Like if without oil, so it can pass through the system quicker. With oil, when you are not planning to have anything later, soon. Yes, Emma. Question? No? Oh, okay. So I have a question written, as they just sent me a question now. Eri, who couldn't be with us today, but she sent her question. She said that in the summer, she asked, can I have my salad without formula? Yes, you can. You can have the raw food, you can have it without digestive formula, because the raw food has the digestive enzymes active. So you don't need digestive formula when you have raw food, especially salads. You do not need. You can skip the digestive formula. The digestive formula is only for cooked food, which the cooked food doesn't have the digestive enzymes to be digested. So we add always digestive formula at the cooked food. But Eri, do not mix raw and cooked together. Eri, she's not here, but I answered to her question. You shouldn't mix cooked and raw together. You should decide either raw or cooked.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, Jane, hello.
Hello, hello. When you have grains sprouted and it's alive, if you then fry it with the formula, doesn't it kill off the life that you've created?
Yes, very good question. So the sprouted grain or the sprouted pulse is full of energy. If you stir fry it and you not more than 3 to 5 minutes, then no, you don't kill it. The vitality is still there. But if you stir fry it for more than 5 minutes, or if you stir fry it for 3 minutes and then you leave it for 5 hours, more than 5 hours, then yes, it's killed. It doesn't have vitality. So the thing is that we have the sprouts, we stir fry them for 3 minutes, maximum 5 minutes, or we cover it with the lid for a few more minutes as they make soft, and then we eat them immediately. We do not wait more than 4 or 5 hours.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
That's why I said to Andonis, when he said sprouted rice, he cooked it for 20 minutes. That's too much. That's too much, and you kill it. But if you boil something like the rice, you cannot stir fry it. Still, it's not cooked. You need water. When the cooking involves water, then the killing of the food it takes more time. But when you stir fry, you shouldn't do this more than 3 to 5 minutes, unless especially the sprouts, which are very sensitive, and they are very easy to cook. The rice, I think maximum 15 minutes. Boiling though, if it's boiling, it's fine, because the water delays the deactivation. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, my dear. Eri says that when she eats only salad, even if it's complete, then I want to eat again soon, and I want to eat something sweet. Okay, this is something I had as well. And I would say just wait, and you will get used to it, and make the salad complete. She said here that it's complete, but I'm not sure what she means when she says complete. When I say complete salad, I mean it has vegetables, it has it has a nut, or sprouted pulse, so it has enough protein. So when the salad is complete, it has fat and protein. The protein you get from the nuts and from the sprouted so when you have this, you should be okay. And if you can even add to the salad sprouted wheat or sprouted oat, anything that has carbohydrates to make it complete. If you still want to eat very soon, increase the quantity. You will never get fat by eating salads. So increase the quantity, or wait until you get used to it. Wait a few weeks until you get used to it. Hi, Ruby. How are you?
But Corina, the sprouted pulse you're gonna put in the salad cannot be cooked.
Yes.
So-
You don't cook them. Yes, you don't cook them. I had this question again. So if you have, like, for example, lentils, sprouted lentils, you can add them in the salad raw. If you don't want to have the lentils raw, Dora, it's not you that you ask me. If you don't have to have the lentils raw, then stir fry everything, or the salad as well. So you have cooked food and add formula. So you will have only raw or only cooked. And we did this many times. We do this many times, especially in the winter, when you stir fry the lentils, for example, or any pulse, and then add lettuce. Πώς το λένε το μαρούλι? Lettuce is the maruli. Yes, cabbage, lettuce, any green, spinach, and just add it in the heat, under the heat with the sprouts, and move them a little bit under the fire for 3 minutes, not more, and you have cooked salad. Cooked salad. Add olive oil, or oil, local oil, or nuts, or anything that is fat, you add it after. So the rule not cooked and raw together has an exception. When something has more than 10% fat, it's considered fatty food, and we do not cook it. We add it raw, even in the cooked food. So no raw and cooked together, except the fat, where you add it always raw, even when the food is cooked. Okay? So stir fry without oil, stir fry your salad with the lentils or the sprouted pulse, and then add the oil or the fat, the nut or whatever you decide, cream cheese, whatever you decide for fat. Okay? And this is a complete salad. And you shouldn't feel hungry after this if you have the right quantity, good quantity, big quantity. You shouldn't feel hungry for 4 hours. If you feel hungry, wait until you get used to it. Isabel, what are you doing there? Show us. What is that? You do the gluten-free pita with vegetables, huh? I would do the same plate. Here it is, the mixture. This is dal,
fava rice, dosha crepes, gluten-free.
Yes.
My mixture became slightly watery, but it is cooking fine.
Oh, it is a
So
little bit of watery.
Yeah. So I had it for many months already, and I got inspired from Valya's crepes that she cooked us the other day. I added paprika, and then I'm waiting for Milan to bring some vegetables. I will stir fry with the formula, and we'll make cream with the walnuts. Just a moment, I'm soaking them here. and that will be our dinner.
Perfect. Oh my God. And Milan is your boyfriend. Milan will eat that. You think he will like it? Yes.
He will love it.
Lovely. Perfect. Lovely. Thank you for the inspiration, my dear. Thank you for the inspiration. Very good. And imagine she just came last night from the 6-day training, and she's in Holland, and she had the time to do all this. Yeah. And she's working full time, by the way. Yeah. Okay.
The secret is that I had this blend, the butter already ready. Fava with rice, blended, and already was
fermented.
several months already fermented. And the great thing
Yes.
about this blend that it can last forever in the fridge. It doesn't spoil.
Exactly. So the secret for activated food is not to have enough time, but to have to be organized and do the proper preparation. And then you keep stuff in your fridge, and you have them, and you cook very quickly. So we said today that for those who came late, that you can have 3 things in your fridge and make a lot of food, many meals: soaked nuts, sprouted grain, and sprouted pulse, local to your country. And this is where we end, but it's already 7 o'clock. But if you have any questions, especially those who came late, if you have any questions or you have something to share with us, please do it now. No? So shall we close? All right. Thank you for coming. Very happy to see you. Happy to see new faces. Very nice. I will have the recording available on the seminar and on the group on Facebook. So if you want to see it again, thank you very, very much. See you next month. Oh no, next month we will not do, but I'll see you from September again. Yes, from September we'll start again. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thank you. It was lovely.
Thank you, Anamu. Thank you.
Thank you, Corina. Bye.
Have you, my dear. Emma Mu. Gεια σου, Emma.